Hey guys, it's Ted with OAXRAY, and today I'm going to talk about how you could be selling to federal agencies on Amazon.com in the near future. So I was actually browsing online and actually found an article on kind of a government website talking about how the House is looking at passing something that will allow, a bill that would allow government agencies to purchase items from online retailers like Amazon. And I'm sure Amazon is pushing for this legislation to go through. Not really sure many details about it, but let's just talk about how things are done right now whenever you need to buy something and you're in a lot of these government agencies. It's not everything, but some of them have like a lengthy process. So let's say I want to buy this bottle right here. I could probably go on to Amazon and find this bottle for, I don't know, $1, $2 for something like this. And I'd probably buy a pack of like 50 of them for $100. And I would have my items in just 2 days. But what we have in place right now is a procurement system where it might take months, 6 months to get this bottle. And then there's all these rigorous rules that the people have to go through just to get a simple bottle or whatever it is. So this causes delays in just about everything in government. So you need some pens because you ran out. You better know 6 months ahead of time because you might have to put out a contract on 50 pens. But with this new way of doing things, what they're trying to do is get it so that items that people need to replenish all the time, like pens and bottles and things like that, probably your lower end items, you can just go onto Amazon and purchase them. So what does that mean? That means you want this pen. Instead of taking you 6 months to get it and paying $5 per pen, you hop on Amazon, you do a little Google or you do a little search, and you're able to find your pens and you're able to ship them to you instead of waiting all of that time, putting out a contract and doing all of these things. So it is unclear actually to how long this might take to get put in place and what's going on, but Amazon already created their business to business sector, or their side of the business, where you can file and you don't have to pay the sales tax, where you can actually get items to business buyers, and they actually have been pushing this pretty hard. So maybe in the near future you'll actually be able to sell government items directly to the government on Amazon. Now, if you want to actually get ahead of the game, you might actually look at some of the things that a lot of these government agencies will be looking for. I know there are different rules and things like that. So some of the rules include things like the item has to be made in America. So maybe you already have a whole bunch of brands of pens, but you have one that's made in America. Is there a certification for it? If there is a certification that says, hey, this pen's made in America, maybe whenever this kicks off, if it kicks off, you want to make sure that your listing says it, but also the certification is there so that you can show this is really made in America. There's other kinds of things that government agencies will be looking for. You can actually go online and just see what kind of items the government agencies will be looking for. And if this thing goes through, you might be on the cutting edge of making your items available for sale. Now, what I think is going to happen is that Amazon is probably going to have some type of government sector section of their website. So if a government personnel comes, they're going to know, okay, all of these items here are certified and you're able to buy these within the government guidelines. So if you ever see an email from Amazon and it says, hey, register for this government sales website, part of the website, just like I remember a few weeks ago or a few months ago, I got the business invitation. I would be expecting possibly a government invitation which says, hey, do you have any items that are maybe made in America? Maybe they're made out of a certain material, because I know that sometimes there's different material things have to be made out of. And if you can get on that part of a website, you might be able to bypass the weeks and months of waiting and trying to get bids out and all of these things to actually purchase items. This is really here to make government more efficient. Because right now, whenever you're having to purchase this bottle and it takes you 6 months, how long did you have to go without having it? How much extra did you have to spend? Because there's literally thousands of people who make bottles like this, but not everybody's going to bid on the contract. Maybe there's only 5 people who bid. So if you have 5 manufacturers making this, it's going to be less competition. The price is going to be higher. But if there's a government-enabled part of the website, which is everybody certified, you might have to pay for the certification. But if that is available and a government worker can just go online and say, I want 20 of these and get it within 2 days, that would just be awesome. I'm all about government efficiency. I'm all about you doing the proper paperwork to make sure that you are on the cutting edge of actually selling these products and getting it to the government or any final customer. So I hope everyone gets the opportunity to come to this article, read through it, see who the sponsors of the bill are, and just see what type of things will be in here, because you want to have a jump on the competition. You want to make sure that if you're a small business, maybe you have that certified so that you're able to sell as a small business, because there's just so many different things to look into when you're selling to government. And I hope Amazon actually makes this happen, because it's going to make everybody more efficient. Now, if you go to facebook.com/OAXRAY, you will see this article posted on our Facebook page, and you'll be able to come and read everything about it. But I am very excited. Hopefully you guys can make some money. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day and make some money using OAXRAY. Please like and subscribe. And if you have a question about Amazon, put a comment down below and I'll make a video about it as soon as I can.